Hey guys, we're back with another game of Pauper. We are playing some Trinket Hawk. We've got a no-lander here that we have to mulligan. And suddenly, we've got a 5-lander. Most of them are fetch lands. Really tough to say where we can go with this. If we do have something aggressive, we can slow it down with Journey to Nowhere. If we're going up against something slow, then these 5 lands will come in handy. So I think I will keep this. We're definitely putting the Brainstorm on top. And we are going to leave with an island so that we can draw our Brainstorm. And we see the Rabbit Inspector. Could be a lot of things. Could be Pestilence. Could be White Aggro. Could be Boros. So we're just going to go ahead and lay down our Terramorphic and pass. My opponent probably thinks we have Brainstorm in hand. Darksteel Citadel makes me think it's probably Boros. Wow. And a Bone Splitter. Looks like we may have a Journey to Nowhere in our near future. So we're just going to go ahead and Brainstorm. Mulldrifter's fine. We're going to put away a couple fetch lands. Shuffle. Search for planes. And pass. Get hit for 3. Another Journey to Nowhere. Okay, well, that is pretty nice. That's not so bad. What I think I will do, we are going to basic land cycle, getting another planes, and we're going to play it, and we're just going to run the journey. And pass. No real way to deal with it right now. Ardent Recruit, oh boy. Yeah, that's a 1 mana 3/3, pretty nice. Something I considered running in this deck, and which I'm still considering. Glinthawk. Looks like we're getting out-equipped here. Equips the bird. So I guess we'll just run the Terramorphic and go for the Journey to Nowhere. Probably on the Ardent Recruit, since the 3 power is going to be a little harder to deal with. Yep. Let's go for that. We'll take 4 next turn, but better than taking 5, I guess. And we're just going to get another planes. Opponent's still on a lot of cards here. They can and they'll be able to sack their clues to draw even more. Another Inspector. Jeez. That journey felt like a bad idea, the first one for the Thraben, but imagine how much damage it's saved us so far. And Flashes in the Tooth. Okay. And another one. Oh my goodness. It's the real aggro artifact list. Something that we're not really trying to be, but it's similar to our strategy, actually. Oh, wow, this is nice. Too bad we're not going to get to see this happen. And that's it. I think we've lost this game, though. Just a little bit too slow. It works well with the tooth, actually. I like that synergy. Nice deck. Oh my goodness. Another bone splitter. Yeah, we're just gonna get in the way of the Glint Hawk here. Pumps up to their... yeah. And yeah, that's another 5 damage. Wow. But we've got Journey to Nowhere on the Glint Hawk. It's probably not going to be enough. No, I think we're dead regardless, because he'll equip them each with 3, and then 4, 5 on the one that I don't block. Oh, we're not quite dead. And we're going to get a Flare Husk. Oh, I've already played my land. So, Flare Husk it is. And we'll pass. Frogmite, sure. Can't really outperform these guys, unfortunately. There's too much equipment on the battlefield. So we definitely have to block at least one, and we should block the other, or else we go to 1. So we'll trade. And that's it. Okay, so this is a good place for Dust to Dust. Viridian Longbow won't do very much. Dispel won't do very much. We're going to take out a couple, maybe just one counter spell, I guess, and yeah, submit like that. There's not much else we can do here. Dust to Dust is going to be very good against them. Actually, his deck is interesting because it's something that I've been testing with, this blue-white shell for a bit. Kind of an aggressive, a much more aggressive strategy with Ardent Recruit and the Sun Chaser, the 3/3 with metal. Well, the 1/1 with Metalcraft gives a +2/+2 in flying. The one that you see in Affinity a lot, and then a couple Gear Seekers, and then just running the full 4 Ancient Dens and Seat of the Synod and Thought Cast to make the deck a lot more low to the ground and efficient. So hopefully we'll be able to have a bit more of a competitive second game here, and hopefully make it to game 3. All in all, I think this deck needs to go back to the drawing table and find something a little bit more efficient to play. After having, extensively tested it, you're all witness to the deck's kind of flimsiness, I guess. Alright, this is fine. We can keep this. And we're going to go with Terramorphic. We're going to crack it right now. Just going to get a blue and pass. See, a Court Homunculus. I don't know if I would run that, but it's pretty good. And we're going to go with our Squadron Hawk. I suppose if you want to put as much power as possible into play, Court Homunculus makes sense. We're at 5 cards, so yeah, we will grab both Hawks. Pass. Unfortunately, we had an extra one in our hand. It's kind of like we mulliganed. That's what it feels like. Another Court Homunculus, so they're each 2 2s. Very nice. We're not going to block. Might think about double blocking next turn. That still gives us some card advantage, I guess. Yeah, may as well. Opponent's on one land. Ardent Recruit stays a 1/1. Probably going in here, I suppose? Yeah. So we are going to double block here. If we do get to the late game, we're heavily advantaged because we have the Sen's Enlistment, although he may be running it as well. We still take 2, but now they're down to not very many artifacts. We can try and even keep them off their artifact count. So we could Journey to Nowhere, the Court Homunculus, and then just have keep the Ardent Recruit as a 1/1. Which it would be much easier to do. And we're at 4, so we could Journey and then play a Squadron Hawk, or Journey and leave up Prohibit. Or Squadron Hawk, leave up Prohibit. Yeah, since they're at 1 land, I think that's what I'm going to do. I know I'm kind of using these Hawks liberally, but we do want to just get to the late game. So we're just going to deny that. As I expected, no attacks. So yeah, they're just stuck on 1 land. Again, I could go for the Court, a Journey the Court Homunculus, and then keep up, leave up potential counter magic. I don't think it's the kind of game where we want to do that necessarily, but we could just draw a couple cards here. Though we don't have any artifacts, so I think I'm just going to go for the Mulldrifter. Press our advantage here as much as possible and get in for 1. Okay. He's probably got another artifact to play. Oh, another Ardent Recruit. Okay. No attacks still. There's our first artifact for the game. I think I'm going to brainstorm now, see what we get. We can shuffle with the Squadron Hawk. Ooh, we get an even Rift Watcher, which is very good. I think I'm going to put away the Ash Barrens and the Ancient Den. We're going to play Seat of the Synod, and then play Squadron Hawk. Leaving up Artificer's Epiphany or Prohibit. Yes, we are going to use the ability, shuffle our library, and get in for 2. Again, I'm not going to hesitate to... yeah, we're just going to deny that. Keep his guys small. I'm going to attack with everything except 1 Squadron Hawk. Get in for 3. We are going to Journey, I think, the Court Homunculus now. Keep him off an artifact. Keep his ardent recruits tiny. And then pass like that. And see, now we're in a... Ooh, fragmentize. Okay, sure. So now's our turn. Let's basic land cycle. We are going to get another island. And then Artificer's Epiphany. He's probably running something like 16 lands. Boy, drawing a lot of lands here. So, let's get in with everything. Down to 10. I'm just going to go ahead and lay down the Aven Rift Watcher. Luckily, the opponent's just stuck on so few lands that they can't do very much against us. And let's pass like that. Another Ardent Recruit, not helping them. We're going to yield to this. There's another Muldrifter. So we're just going to try and not draw any more lands as much as possible. We do have quite a few left. Okay. And we'll pass. We've got a Brainstorm Shuffle. He finally got his planes. Okay, so now all of his guys are 3/3s. That's pretty nasty. Which lets him activate Tooth of Chisgoria, but it's too little too late, unfortunately. At this point, he's just running down my clock. Yeah, alright. And there's nothing much to do here. We're just going to submit like this again. Our opponent still seems to have things to board into. Maybe they've got something for us. That did we show them more information? I suppose so. They already brought in their fragmentizes, so that seems pretty good to me. I wonder what it could be. In any case, this has been a very sweet game. Unfortunately, I'm 5 minutes behind. I'm playing pretty slow, though I guess he didn't have very much to do last game. He got to play one spell per turn the entire game, except for the last turn where he died. Though this does seem to be kind of a good match for him. The Ardent Recruits being 3/3s is actually a pretty big deal. And I wonder how good Darksteel Citadel is in their deck if... oh, there we go. If they, everything costs 1 white mana, how often can they really take advantage of... let's see. That seems like a really good start, eh? Let's keep. Opponent's mulligan to 6. And no first turn play. Wow. Now we could go with Terramorphic now, and or we could go Island, Bone Splitter, and then have the Brainstorm Shuffle. I think that's the better play. And then Sun Chaser, that's the one that I was referring to earlier. Okay. Nowhere near Metalcraft here. Oh boy. When they do, that's going to be a tough combination to beat. We're going to Brainstorm. We got our next land here, which is really important. We're going to put away the Counterspell. Yeah, I can't see myself casting this anytime soon. Nor the Muldrifter, although the Muldrifter will be able to deal with Sun Chasers eventually, especially with his Life Staff. I guess I could put away the Sen's Enlistment. Yeah, let's do that. Shuffle. We got our plains, so let's get an island. Gets in for 1. And we are gonna play, I guess, Squadron Hawk Lifestaff? Yeah, I think now's the time to do it. And we can search up all 3. And pass like that. Opponent seems flooded. Doesn't attack. Okay, in that case, we can just play, or we can just equip Squadron Hawk, and then leave up Counter Magic. Get in for 4. Seems pretty decent. Had I known he'd have such a slow game, I would have kept that counterspell. Oh well. Good. Plays his Tooth. Do I care about that? Oh, I can't counter it anyway. I'm gonna let it happen. And then Glint Hawk. That I will prohibit. He can get in for 3, which I imagine he's going to do. Okay. Very good. So now I think the play is just swing for 4. And then Muldrifter. It'll trade with one of these Sun Chasers, which I'm more than happy to do. Drew some lands. There's a Thraben Inspector. Still not quite at Metalcraft. Bumps it. Glint Hawk. Replays the Tooth. And gets in. Do I care at this point? Yeah, I should probably trade while I can. We'll make him use the Tooth now. Okay. Very good. Let's play a plains. We are gonna go in for another 4. I don't think he's going to block, but I'm not sure. I think he'd rather put the pressure on me. Oh, he does. Okay. Okay, in that case, we're going to go with Aven Rift Watcher. Gain 2. Squadron Hawk. And we're going to attach Life Staff to the Rift Watcher. Because it's very possible he gets Metalcraft, and I will want to trade. Yeah, there we go. And there's the Glint Hawk, which means he can pump, return it, play it for 1. It's down to 0 cards. We're going to block the Sun Chaser. Take 3. Nope, not even. Excellent. That was a really good draw. We're going to journey the Glint Hawk. Play another Squadron Hawk. Equip Bone Splitter. Have I played my land? I have not. Equip Silent Life Staff. Get in for 4. And then Life Staff over here. Though we're at 22 life, I don't see myself blocking anytime soon. Alright, gets his Glint Hawk back. Pumps an Inspector. Nope. He's a little rusty. Missing on little points of damage here and there. We are not going to block. Doesn't tap his tooth. I think I will just attack with like this. It's probably going to block, yeah, the Bone Splitter one. Trade. We're going to play our last Hawk. Equip that with the Life Staff. And use our mana and equip the Bone Splitter onto this one. Let's sack this right away. And we are gonna get another island and pass. And I think this counterspell is really gonna hammer it in. There's no way. Bone Splitter's not a concern. Sacks his clue, that's fine. Frogmite's okay, that's not helping you. This is not a race, so. Alright, let's brainstorm. Maybe we can find the last point of damage. We do. There we go. So, let's put that away. And that was a really fun game. Really, really good. Ah, that's what happened. Alright, let's re-equip. Yep. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.